Okay, so give us the top line. What did you take away from the primaries on Tuesday, mainly in southern states?
Two things. It was a good night for Democrats. Their most electable candidates won in virtually every contested race. And secondly, the Democrats are going to be running in the fall are not your father's Democrats or my father's Democrats. They are disproportionately women. There's a lot of veterans, including women veterans. There's people of color, of diversity, gays, lesbians. It's really a remarkable group that's winning, and they really are changing the face the Democratic Party. They're bringing a new generation. They may be to the Democrats what the Tea Party was to the Republicans 8 years ago.
So you've been a student of this for some time. What accounts for this? Because this is district by district, or in the case of Georgia, the state, with respect to governor. But what's causing apparently sort of a move to the center? Some people thought it would go the other way.
Well, it has in some places, David. It varies. These were mainly southern primaries, and that's why I say the most electable people were winning. Those were the people who are more moderate. I think a couple things accounts for it. One, Trump. I think Trump has brought out a lot of people who wouldn't have come out otherwise. I've talked to several of these veterans. Talked to Chrissy Houlihan, who's running the Philadelphia suburbs. She's a former Air Force officer, a Stanford MIT graduate. She said she decided to run when Trump was elected. Amy McGrath down in Kentucky, a retired lieutenant Marine colonel in the Marine Corps, combat pilot, decided to run after Trump. That's part of it. Part of it, I think, is they're going and they're finding people in districts who fit the district. You know, if you run for office, it matters less if you're a left-winger or a moderate or a right-winger. It's whether you're running in the right venue or not.
So President Trump's approval rating, though, seems to be ticking up. So how much of the midterm elections will depend on him?
Well, I think it's important. It's not irrelevant. They still aren't very good. They may be 42 rather than 39, and that's an improvement. But I think in most of the contested areas, and there's a caveat here, and that is there'll be some red state places, and we saw those in the primaries on Tuesday where Trump matters. But in most of the contested areas, I think Trump will not be a plus. They're disproportionately suburbs. You take Texas, for instance. There's a Houston district in 7. The woman who won, Laura Moser, she's going to run against an incumbent. It's a district Hillary Clinton carried by 2 points. She's got a really strong chance. The one that I think is just fascinating is Gina Ortiz-Jones in the 23rd district. That's that long district that runs along the border down in South Texas. It's a district. It's a competitive district. Gina Ortiz-Jones is an Air Force, a retired Air Force officer, a Filipino-American, and a lesbian. As I say, David, this is not your father's Democratic Party.